Hello, this is Jess. After a bit of a break, coming with another commentary on a game between Incognoto and Pandimik. Incog's been pretty much inactive for like 6 months, pretty much the same as me. But he just recently came back for a bunch of games. Usually AFK during the weekdays, but he gets on at weekends. So now we have him playing against Pandimik, who's improving pretty fast. He's been playing for not too long, I think, like 3 months or something. He played maybe 300 games and is already a captain, so he's doing pretty well. Just has to learn how to use control groups and other hotkeys. That would definitely help him out. So let's see how he does with that in this game. Gonna fast forward it. So we have a German versus Sioux game here. It's I don't know. I haven't played the matchup a lot, but I'm pretty sure Sioux just does the normal colonial start with Seaton AR and some bow rider maybe. Always clubs mixed in. Definitely against Germans because they always bring cab. And the German is probably best off with Ulan start into Doppel Ulan with a bunch of X-bows to kill his anti-cab. I think Germans should, they should go very eco-heavy in early colonial, but pressure with Dop Ulan, because it's if you're up against Seaton AR and clubs, Dop Ulan will just, even if you have a really small army and he has a really large army, you can still run away pretty easily. So there's no reason why you shouldn't push, because he might be FFing, semi-FFing, or any of those things. So you might want to push quickly, but don't overextend your push. Just make sure he isn't aging, and just go back if his army is big. Mass up a bit. Definitely go for all the market ups quickly, and just go for the late colonial mass of Dop Ulan with all the upgrade cards, which definitely start to become really good in late colonial. Your unit combo is almost impossible to beat without musks. And Sioux don't have musks, so I think Germans win this matchup actually. The danger for Germans is when Sioux have in mid-colonial, early mid-colonial, when you have a big mass of units, Seaton, club, and maybe a little bow riders, always the axe riders, just to take hits from the axe bows or whatever, because you just always have the axe riders. You send them the 5 axe riders for 300 food. You always send that twice, second in colonial, almost always, that is. Maybe against Dop Ulan, maybe you could send the clubs. Yeah, the clubs second, 7 clubs. That might work. But I think I would prefer the axe riders still. Just be able to raid during fights. Definitely helps. And they're just a better unit to pressure with, because it'll be easier to get all his vills in his TC. So I think this dangerous for Germans is when Sioux have a big mass in early mid-colonial, and if Germans then push out and overextend themselves a bit, then Sioux can even afford to like engage with the axe riders just to slow the German army down, and attack it with his ranged units, which can be dangerous, I guess. But I don't think Germans have a lot to worry about if they push in time so that the Sioux can't age, and has to stay colonial. And I think Germans should just win it with Dop Ulan, because if you think about it, there's not a lot that Sioux can make that can really counter that. Club plus Seaton just full inv is possible, might be, and some bow riders then I guess, but not a lot. Might be the best way to go, but the big disadvantage is that you are so immobile, and Germans can just run around the map killing your vills, while you're constantly chasing his army. So best is to just mix in some axe riders, so you at least have the mobility, and can easily chase down his army if you have the opportunity to. So let's see, Pandy is going calf start, which is the right way to go, I think. Should be getting the market ups though. It's not getting the market ups. Should definitely get the market ups. Maybe from the 700 wood, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Second gold upgrade is nice. There's some cav here. Incog's going club, which he definitely should. Now going bow rider, which is a good idea. If you scout double on club bow rider, just club bow rider could actually be pretty good, but the expos, Germans can easily mix in some expos and will just demolish you together with the dubs. So let's see, keeping up the club production. Going pretty heavy on clubs, which I think is a good idea against this combo, but look at this. Germans rape this fight hard. Dubs go in first until all the clubs are fighting, and then send in the Uhlans, so the Uhlans don't take hits, but they do a lot of damage. So yeah, now there's some bow riders out, which is good. Sioux's being pretty aggressive here, which I don't think he can afford, honestly. The Germans should have just fought this. Should have just chased it with his Uhlans. Like, what the hell is this Vil doing? Crazy Vil. Thought she'd be a hero. Didn't work out. So yeah, Sioux has a pretty good army now, but look at this. The German army is just so much better. Germans should push. Like I said, just push right away when you got the dubs out, because you can always run away from his army, and if your army is better, you can engage and win. Because he can't run away, and that's definitely a very big advantage. Which is the same with Expo Pike against Muskas. You get the same thing because Muskas can run away and Expo Pike can't. So Muskas has a big advantage in that respect. So let's see, German's gonna win this fight very hard. It's not even gonna be funny. Oh, he has the Expos now even. That's the game. He went in with the Uhlans first, which is a very bad idea. I should have attack moved this bad micro. He's still gonna win it easily, of course. Germans should definitely be more aggressive. He can afford it because the Sioux isn't getting much units out, and like I said, he can always run away if the Sioux army is too big. So right now the German has a huge advantage. Sioux has been too aggressive. Should have been a little more defensive until he got a big mass of bow riders. Because that's really the only way to counter this, to hit and run with bow riders and some clubs mixed in, some Setons to get the dubs. Oh, this fight is gonna be easy for the German if he micros it right. No, this is wrong. Don't go in with the Uhlans first, obviously. Dubs went the wrong way. Uhlans are fighting the wrong spot. Should go around and fight here. Well, it's still gonna win this fight. Oh, maybe not. Expo should be more targeting the clubs. Yeah, some good bow rider hit and run might win this. Okay, the German wins it. It's pretty. Why'd you go back here? Just pressure his vills. There's no reason to go back at all. Especially if you have 4 dubs Dops coming. Bit more heavy on Uhlans would have been good, I guess. You don't need as many Dops as you had. Just a bunch just to kill his to take hits, melee hits basically. It's the most important reason why you have Dops. And to keep his bow riders from just standing there and killing all your cav. Sioux is getting pretty decent army again. Sioux combo is definitely the exact right way to go. Maybe he had a bit too many Keatons just now. Should have had more clubs, more bow riders even, but he was lucky the German microed it completely wrong. If the German microed that correctly, it would have just been a good game. It would have been over, because he could have won that fight with almost like 90% of his army left. So like I said, the Setons were here, the bow riders were here. Your Uhlans went this way, like this, and the Dops went this way. It should have been the other way around. And if he then tries to switch places with this Keaton and bow riders, just goes around himself, just keep walking, that's definitely good for you, because your units are all fighting while his are walking. Melee, with a melee combo, it's definitely always good to pressure and just run in and do the at the right position, and then just A move, because there's not a lot to micro at that point. Okay, yeah, German would definitely win this fight if he micros, but he probably won't. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Losing Vills now. Whew. Gonna lose even more. Oh! What is this? Yeah, this game, if the German loses this, it's just definitely because of micro, because with decent micro he would have won it so easily. Cav raids, ouch, that's huge. Sioux is getting an advantage right now. The German isn't being aggressive enough, isn't microing, he's letting himself get raided. He's just getting outplayed basically. But his combo is definitely great. He went the right build order for sure. And you can see how hard it would raid the Sioux if he had microed it right, because they had just a much better army in almost in all instances pretty much. Even now he had a better army, but he just went in with his Uhlans, wasted them, and just went back. That's no way to fight a battle, obviously. Just waste your cav and then run back. So now the Sioux is just massing really hard. At this point in the game, the Sioux has a chance to like mass so hard that even German Dop Uhlan won't catch up to his bow rider at Keaton mass. Some clubs to take the melee hits can definitely be devastating, so as the German you definitely want to push it early on. But even now you